in this session, we will discuss about if else, case, and while loops. Okay. So first of all, what is meant by if statement? If statement means if the condition is true, then it will go for execution of set of statements. If the condition is false, then it will not go to the execution of statements. Okay. That is if statement. Else if means else blocks will be there. If the condition is true, then it will go for set of statements within the begin and end blocks. Okay. If the condition is false, it will go for set of statements within the else block. Okay. So how to write this if statement and else if and else statements in MySQL? Okay. Go to the procedure if else. This is the procedure name, and I am taking 2 parameters. So here I am taking one example to explain how to use if and else if and else block. Okay. So A equal to 10, B equal to 20. Okay, I am taking 2 parameters A and B. If A greater than B, then I need to return the message like A is larger than B. If A is less than B, then A is smaller than B. Otherwise, only one condition will be there. A is equal to B. For this, I am taking one procedure and 2 parameters that will be integer values A and B. And here, if A greater than B, then this is the keyword, and begin, end. Okay. And if. Okay. So same thing I am copying. Here A less than. Here A equal to. And here I am returning, if A greater than B, I am returning this type of message as MSG. Equal to smaller than B. Okay. So now click on apply button. And here all procedure name and 10,20. See this, A is smaller than B. Okay. If I give 30 comma 20, then A is larger than B. If I give 20, then A is equal to B. Okay. So this is the if condition syntax. If you write if, then you need to write end if. Okay, that is mandatory. End you need to write. So this end belongs to begin. This end belongs to end if belongs to if statement. So here you are trying to open if statement. So end if means you are closing that if statement. Okay. Remember this syntax. And here then is mandatory. So if this condition is satisfied, then it will go to this block and execute whatever the statements are there. If this condition is satisfied, then it will go to this block. Similarly, if this condition is satisfied, it will go to this block. Okay. So here, one drawback is there. So how this procedure is executed means, when we execute call statement, here control will go for this. If A greater than B. Okay, see this. First of all, I am giving 30. Okay, 30, 20. A is larger than B. Okay, so for this, control goes to first this block. If A is greater than B or not, it will check. If it is greater than B, it will display A is larger than B. And again here control goes to check this if statement also. Why? Because you are not using else if. That's why you are using only if conditions. So here control goes to this expression. If it is not true, then it will go to next block. So it will check this expression. If it is true, then it will go to this block again. Otherwise, it will false, then it will not go to this block. Okay. Why? Because you are using only if condition. How many if conditions are there? All the if conditions will be tested. Okay. So, but only first if condition only satisfied, remaining if condition are not satisfied. Unnecessarily, you are going through check all the if conditions. For this reason, if else statement is there. Okay, so remove this and else, and here else. Now, how many else ifs are there? One else if and one if statement. So that you need to use end if for 2 times. Okay. Now, if you execute this statement, call statement, then how the execution flow? See this. If this condition is satisfied, then control will not go for remaining blocks. Okay. If this condition is not satisfied, then control will go for this block. Here also not satisfied, then control will go for else block. Okay. Suppose if else block is not there, then what will happen? If you give 2020, then it will not return anything. It is better to have else block. If any one of the condition is not satisfied, so it will go to that else block. Okay, so this is the difference between if statement and if else statement. Okay, so you can write the same logic without using else if also, but if you use if, else if and else, then it will be faster than without using else if function. Okay, so did you observe the difference between if and if, else if?
Yes, sir.
Next, see this. Here, this logic we can write by using case statement also. Here, if statement means if the condition is satisfied, then what will happen? It will go to the execution of block. Here, multiple select statements are there. It will execute all the select statements between begin and end. But coming to the condition case statement, if the condition is true, then it will return some value. It will not going to execute all the select commands or some commands like if statement. Okay, see this. This is the syntax. Case when A is greater than B, then same. A is less than B, smaller than B, and else A is equal to B and end. So this is the expression, and here I am giving alias name just like message. Execute it. 3020 here. First data set belongs to if else statement. Second data set belongs to case statement. Okay, so both gives same result set. We give 20, A is equal to B, A is equal to B. If we give 10, A is smaller than B, A is smaller than. Okay, so this is about if else and case statement. So case statement, it will return some value based on the conditions satisfied. Okay, coming to if statement, it will execute block of statements. Okay, whatever the statements exist in this block, so it will execute entire statements lies in the block. Okay, suppose you are returning some value like this type of example, it is better to go for case statement so that the length of the code will be reduced. Okay, and others can easily understand what you have written. Okay, so this is about if and case statement.